Hello walkers, and welcome to Breckenridge, Colorado. I'm Henry. I will be your proxy walker, your virtual travel guide today. We are starting out at the monument here in Breckenridge to the mountain division. I think it's the first mountain division. And they are pretty well known in Colorado because they've got a whole hut system. They trained here in World War II, etc. I'm going to give you a little more information about Breckenridge in just a moment, but first I want to tell you that we are at 9,600 feet in elevation, so I may be huffing and puffing. It's 2,950 something meters. It is, I think it's about 25 degrees. Let me look this up here if I can get the signal. 21 degrees Fahrenheit, negative 6 degrees Celsius. About 9:15 in the morning. It is a Monday morning, so it's not nearly as packed as it would be on a weekend. I'm going to show you something over here to the left as I put on my gloves, because it may not be that cold until the wind blows. And I felt that yesterday when I was filming in Georgetown, Colorado. So, excuse me, which you should check out definitely. Cute little historic town. And the wind was howling and it was bitingly cold. We are starting here at Lot F. You can use Passport Parking app if you'd like, or you can pay. They have a little electronic thing, but the app is so much easier. It's like $1.50 for 2 hours. I don't know what it is for all day, but whew, all right, guys. We're going to go into this resort area part, start out there, then we'll go downtown, which is this neat Old West looking town with all the commensurate tourist shops, restaurants, hotels, vacation rentals, what else, coffee shops, etc., brews, beer bars, sorry. Whew. We're also going to hit a lot of music probably in here. And I'll be dropping music in over the top of that to confuse the Google algorithm in most cases. So please be patient with that. And look at these little kids. I'm gonna cross over here. Give us a like if you would. A thumbs up is very helpful to us. Subscribe, that's also very helpful. And most helpful and most enjoyable for me is to get your comments. I love hearing your stories. If you've been to Breckenridge, came as a kid, or came in the summers, that's great. And if you have any feedback on how I'm doing this, I'd appreciate that as well. I do want to make these as valuable and as enjoyable as possible for you guys. I have no idea what a lift ticket costs or a pass costs here. I'm going to guess it's expensive. There's of course a mask mandate, so I'm wearing my mask. And it is a beautiful day. Sort of these clouds are trying to get over the mountain, dropping a little bit of snow as they go. Sun breaking through now and then. And, oh yeah, I'll tell you a little bit about Breckenridge. I told you the altitude. It's about 4,500 permanent residents, full-time residents, and many, many more vacation homes and part-time residents. Lots of condos and houses, etc. And started, like many of these towns, during the gold rush in the 1850s, and sort of serving the local gold miners, placer mining in Blue Creek, then hard rock mining, then dredge mining. These things kind of follow a usual pattern. Let's go in there. It's really not that crowded. I mean, it is a Monday, so you wouldn't expect it to be. But, and lifts probably didn't open that long ago. But I don't see a lot of people up on the mountain, a lot of people parking and getting ready to go up on the mountain. I see a ski and snowboard school over here. I'm just gonna go over here to the lifts and then I'll duck back into the resort proper area. I'm always wondering if I'm gonna get hassled, but I don't think I will be. It's my fear of authority. I don't know if you heard that big boom. I think they're setting off charges for avalanche control. You can see here the level of crowding. Not a lot. Looking good. Lift lines are totally manageable today, just so far. The traffic coming down 25 back towards Denver yesterday on the Sunday was massive. I mean, about 35 mile an hour type. They got big, what is this, 6-person lifts from here. And then off to the north, they have a little 4-person gondola. Sorry to be swerving around so much.
I prefer to ride aboard.
You can get your tickets over there. Let's see if I can read the ticket prices. I cannot. I'm sure you can look that up online though. We'll go down towards hear that? That was an explosion. A little dynamite or charge of some sort. And this looks like, no, I think this is probably at one point a skating pond. I hope you'll hang out for a little while and see the downtown as well, because that's even more interesting to me than the ski resort part. What is nice is these buildings are breaking the wind for me, serving as a windbreak. I guess this is never skating. Back at the mountain there, you can see some of the ski runs. It's too bad because it would be awesome skating, I would think. The water is probably, the current is probably strong enough that it just doesn't freeze up enough. This is part of a water feature they've created. It's kind of nice. Ski boots are the worst to walk in. Speaking of walking, I started to do a thing where I was sharing my starting and stopping steps on my Fitbit, on my fitness tracker, but I kept forgetting to do the closing ones or the starting ones, and so I took a pass and stopped. Here's an outdoor dining tent, possibly. It's pretty cool. Igloo. I'm pleasantly surprised at how little music is being blasted out here so far. You even have a escape room, mountain time escape room. Fun little tents. I love these little tents for some reason. This one's seen better days. Okay, so that's kind of, here's the coffee depot. I think that I want to go down this way to the downtown. They do have a shuttles, shuttle stop 14, and I'll tell you the name of the street here in a minute. Well, those guys are wearing sunscreen. I should have put some sunscreen on this morning. You can see some of the newer stores and that sort of thing over there. Go down here. So you can see this is Main Street Station Shops, and that's, we walked around in there. But now we're going to cross the road. So this is South Spark Avenue, Colorado Highway 9 off the left. We're going to go down Main Street. Let me check my audio recorder levels. Actually, I'm going to move the microphone. Couple having a domestic moment. Oh. Sorry for this wait. I'll show you this painting over here of the electrical boxes. It's kind of soft and subtle. Aspen trees, a little mountain chickadee. Oh, and here's some more mountain trees, aspen trees. And someday we'll be able to cross this road, I have to believe. This is Teton Gravity Research over here. I think they started in Jackson as a filmmaking thing. They made ski films. I could be totally wrong about that. Now they have retail spaces. This is the map of the area. Oh, look, here we go. We get to cross now. Who else is excited? I guess this is a National Historic Site as well, or district. Not that historic quite yet. But we're getting there. Lots of, as you can see, all the shops and restaurants and snack shacks, and even have a charm shop, jewelry store. This looks like a hotel off on the right here. Passport parking with the app. I mentioned that in an earlier video about how much I like and appreciate that cities have developed these apps or signed on with these apps that make parking so much easier. No need for fine change. Okay, straight over there is the lot that we started in, and there's a faux dredging boat. They used to haul those things up here, all the equipment. They did that in Bannock too. These massive 40 or 50 foot boats in these dredge ponds, and just they'd sit there and dredge away. All right, this is the Blue Stag Saloon. Pretty cool place, but that's a fun place to eat and drink when you're in the before times. Look at this little crow, an opportunistic, brilliant bird. Of course, there's a t-shirt shop, Shirt and Ernie's, real estate. But I like I'm not a fan, I don't really care about the commercial aspect of it, but these neat old houses. And such a beautiful sunny day right now. Wow. The light is fantastic. Oh, this crepe a la carte thing is smelling amazing. Oh, I don't know if you guys have ever smelled a crepe carte, but roasted sugar and carbs. Awesome. A little bit. Oh, there goes some more avalanche control. Kenosha Grill, Smoke and Tap. I think Breckenridge, I read, was also one of the first places in Colorado to decriminalize marijuana, limited amounts of marijuana possession, before they even legalized it recreationally. Ooh, that was loud. So for those of you not familiar, these ski resorts, avalanches are a real danger. The snowpack builds up and then it'll slide, and it can kill people, and does kill people. So what they do is they'll go up and they'll have cannons or hand-thrown explosive devices, and the ski patrol will go up there, and what that does is loosen the snow and create a controlled avalanche. So once that snow has slid, it's not a danger anymore, or not nearly as much of a danger. This is really kind of a surprisingly large downtown area. I specifically chose a Monday to come here because I wanted to avoid the weekend crowds, and I'm glad I did. Still pretty busy, but I have to imagine that it was be way more busy on the weekend. So my plan is to go down to the end of this downtown and make my way back, probably go up the Barney Ford House Museum, up a block, and maybe make my way back, sort of serpentine back. I need to remember to get some sunscreen before I leave. I bet this place is super fun in around Christmas too. Some of these stores still have their decorations up. And at night I imagine the whole town is lit up. Ooh, peekaboo toys, that's probably fun for the kiddos. With my zipper strap flapping around. Lots of clothing stores here as well. Jewelry and basically anything low end to high end that vacationers might enjoy. It's a fun. What a hustle to get across here. Sorry for that slow, quick pan, I guess. See the mountain way up high into the clouds there. And then I should be calling these streets out. That was Ski Hill Road. Duck out here into the street. Breckenridge Tap House is really just a old log house. I love this. I'm loving that. Sorry, we're shut. This is pot store, CBD store. Somebody's got their speaker going, sharing their phone call. There's a little park over there. It's an old building. I'm surprised this is... oh, it's an old museum. Office of W. Pollock. Some public parking over here as well. This is Wellington Road that goes off to the right here. We'll say that for a mandatory mask zone with threat of penalties, there's a lot of non-compliance, which I'm trying not to be too judgy about that. I'm not convinced that mandates are actually effective as much as asking people to do the right thing. I'm all for wearing masks. At least in Montana, there's a lot of non-compliance. I'm really impressed with how much compliance and how many people wear their masks down here in Colorado. In fact, in most states that aren't Idaho, Montana, and Wyoming. It's my experience so far. Simplice or Simplice Cafe. Smells awesome. It's one of the downsides of doing these walks is I walk past all these awesome restaurants and I can smell the amazing food they're making. There's a nice Tesla. I've seen quite a few Teslas in Colorado. Not quite as many as I would have expected, honestly. Coming up on Watson Avenue. I don't know if I mentioned that Blue Creek is the watershed here. I guess we'll go down one more walk. Let some folks pass here. Love these groves of aspen casting their shadows on the snow. Ooh. There's a donut shop. Like the idea of that. Over here is the Heritage Breckenridge Alliance. Comical sculpture. And then in the background you can probably see the gondolas going up from another lot. And what looks like over here on the other side, the fire department. Great Western Lodging. It's actually an architect's shop, I think. Excuse me. There is limited on-street parking, but there's also several of these side lots. lot of spaces down here, but in total, but there's plenty of open right now. As we turn around up here at this, we'll cross over up French Street. Hopefully the wind will be at my back. So if you go north, there's another explosion. You will hit I-90, Frisco, etc. You can also make a right, go east, one of the shuttles, and get to Keystone and what's the other one over there? Bay Basin, Loveland. Those are ski resorts. I'm trying to... Hey there. Somebody's a little frustrated. I'm never quite sure what to do to kill time while we're waiting here. Excuse me. I have to push this button. Guess I could show you the mountain. We are also not very far from Beaver Creek and Vail, which are further west. I'm going to go back the way we came for a block before I cut up. Up the hill, I mean, to the left. If you're interested in a warm weather tour of Vail Village, I've done that in November 2019. I like these fat tire bikes for riding on snow. Also wasn't really warm, but it was not really snowy either in Frisco, which is a tiny little town right on the highway. It's actually not tiny. The downtown area is kind of tiny, and then it expands out with condos and houses and vacation stuff. Second homes. But I did a walk around there, and it's a midway point between a lot of these ski areas. The Montessori school off to the left here. They've got a lot of shovels to let the kids help shovel. Surely you heard that one. Love these shadows. So pretty. I'd love to set up a time lapse. Let them go by. Wood Winds Vacation Rentals, Real Estate Property Management. Okay, off to the right is Watson, and you can see the main mountain and the slopes. Edelweiss Hotel, I guess? Maybe it's apartments. I keep looking for a place to make a left. And no luck quite yet. These are all driveways. The canteen. All right, we'll make a left on Wellington. My my vertical axis stabilizer is starting to squeak. Coming up on Ridge Street, where we're going to make a right. I think. Yeah, why not? Well, pardon my heavy breathing. This is the Edwin Carter Museum off to the right. And you can see great views of the mountain there. So much quieter up here. This must be a municipal building off to the left. Some more public parking. You can see how much terrain there is to ski or ride. Coming up on Lincoln Avenue. And so down to our right, past the Briar Rose Bar, is Main Street again. We're going to cross over and continue on Ridge. But I'm going to give you another view. There. Fatty's Pizzeria. Cross over too, I think. Better to be pointing the camera away from the sun. Coming up on Washington Avenue, this is the Kaiser House Hearthstone Restaurant. Open for takeout. Orem 79, that must be a element maybe? Food and wine. These restaurants must be hurting. Looks like the post office is this modern building. And I think I'm going to cut back down to Main Street. This is Adams Avenue that we'll make a right on which we will make a right. There's a very purple building. Just smelled I think that couple was smoking a marijuana cigarette. It's very pungent. These are super cool little dining alcoves. Looks like they're custom made. Oh, those are awesome. That's Ember. This is a restaurant. Coming back to Main Street here, right about where we smelled those lovely, lovely crepes. There's another Tesla. Maybe I spoke too soon. I mean, I have seen a lot, but I just haven't seen. I would have thought I would have seen more, I guess. Pure oxygen lounge, high altitude recovery. I can see the need for that. If you're coming up from Houston or something like that, just not used to it. That's one thing I've even noticed, and I live at 4,500, so about half of this, and that is it's hard for me to keep up on water intake. High altitude like this, increased altitudes like this, need to be very, what is it called? Not aspirate, but aspire. Anyway, you lose a lot of water just breathing. I'm gonna tuck back here. I want to see this boat. Oh, and there's a bridge too, perfect. And so you gotta drink a lot to keep up with it. Wrong as he turns these. Bridge might just, no, it goes all the way over. So this has been turned into a restaurant that it's probably not open. You can see the creek flowing there. This is the Mi Casa restaurant. Off to our left, about a block, is the main hub, ski area, ticket place, etc. that we walked through earlier. I have to assume this is a pond, but I don't see all the signs, no skating signs. Of course, nobody's. Look at that shadow, the shadow of those trees. That's really beautiful. Nobody's cleared it to skate, so I guess it's common sense maybe, or inertia. Somebody's walked across, or something. Those look human. Nice little public space down here. Some benches along the creek. And here we are at our starting point, Monument to the First Mountain Division. I want to thank you guys for joining me. And I hope you enjoyed this little tour of Breckenridge. It's a cool little town. Definitely popular. Definitely looks like a great mountain to ski or ride. And I hope you guys will give us a thumbs up and like the video, subscribe, and of course, please leave comments. I love hearing your opinions. Politely put, of course. And I guess hang in there, guys. I'm not sure when this will actually air. I've been doing this whole road trip through Colorado and just really doing a lot of walks. And so it'll be a few weeks, but hopefully numbers will still keep going down. You guys will stay safe, stay warm, be kind to each other, support each other. We're back at Lot F here. You can see the shuttle going in the thing. And we're gonna keep on doing some more walks here. So join us again soon. Click that bell to get notified of new walks. And of course, keep on stepping.